versus palms and versus quarters. We're going to go back and look at it versus quarters. So if you've seen this formation down here in the bottom, I've seen it in my leagues before. I've run it, and just straight up, it's a broken formation versus any type of match defense, palms or quarters. Okay, what's happening here is that the game is treating this like it's 3-by-1. Okay, if number 4 goes vertical, all right, so he's going vertical here. The game would treat it like it's 3-by-1, and they will also not allow the backside safety to do his job that he would do usually in 3-by-1. So he's bugged out. He's not going to do anything. He has in the free safety. All right, so this is quarters coverage. You see 4 going down the field. Everybody else is playing their natural rules except the backside safety is not doing anything. So one quick way to make a quick adjustment to that is just to cross man him, right? You could just cross man him, and then you should feel pretty solid that, you know, if he goes vertical, you're good. Now, if the number 4 receiver does not go vertical, everybody will just play as normal, and it won't be anything crazy. So you'll be able to just still play the coverage as so. The underneath coverage part of this, they do a good job of actually transferring their wall techniques. So let me just come out and quarters. Actually, let me stay in palms right now. The backside quarter flat defender, right? When he was in his natural home position, probably in the box, or he could be walked out and empty versus 3-by-2 empty. But as soon as it becomes 4-by-1, he knows that he is now the backside wall player. Okay, he's quarter flat, but he's still a backside wall player. So anybody, the first guy that comes to him under 10 yards, he's going to match him and stay with him. So that's good. In this defense, this is the wild card guy, the guy that I would use her. He doesn't really have a consistent responsibility. I've actually seen him run up sometimes with number 4 vertical, but sometimes he stops. So since that's the case, I'm not going to say this is what he does in the game. I would just use him and just go where you need to go. Okay, but if you do get routes that are underneath or just normal looking routes, you should still get the matches that you want. Now, I haven't looked at this one. This is a deep out by the tight end. I think nobody's really going to cover him. That safety looks like he was going to cover him, but he's not. All right, so let's just do that again. He's not really covering him. He's actually going out to help out on number 1. Now, there's a nickel, I think, still sitting there, right? Let me see who this guy is. I can't. Coleman. He's sitting there. He's helping out late. Let's see. So this is palms. 2 and 3 are inside. He should stay with that. 2 and 3 is inside. So, again, when 3 goes inside and 2 goes inside, you match 2. All right? You stay with 2. You man up 2. So I'm not sure why he's going back out. Like he recognizes this out route by the tight end. But just in general, I know that if you just put the tight end on a streak route, right, even versus palms, nobody's going to cover him. So I've seen sometimes you'll see the middle linebacker kind of like chase him and kind of pretend like he's going to cover him, or he just kind of recognizes him. But it's a bug, man. It's not a bug. It's just the game for some reason will not recognize 4-by-1 empty sets. Okay. And if you do get an empty, and this is in quarters and palms, same results. You can combine the two. I just wouldn't really call it unless you really feel comfortable cross-manning the backside safety, which I'm not really comfortable doing that all the time. But you can choose. It's up to you. Now, if the team was to come out in a 3-by-1 set, all right, we know how quarters and palms work. So I'm going to call quarters right here. But if for some reason the running back aligns to the same side, if they motion him over like I just did, or if they align like this, because there are formations where you have 3-by-1 sets with the running back strong. If you are in a match principle defense, it will just go to spot drop cover 4. All right, so just know that if you get 4 receivers to one side and that 4th receiver is in the backfield, all right, so this is another version of 4-by-1. It's just out of a 3-by-1 set, but people in the NFL still say it's 4-by-1. that you're going to get spot drop cover 4. So you have to know that. There's no ways around that. Again, they don't. This is the way the game is programmed. They don't want to just take the generic rule of that if you are in Palm's defense, right? You have a backside safety here who technically is a quote-unquote free player. You can just man him up with him, right? Or you can go with your quarters rules, and in real life, you would just take your quarter flat defender, right? And he would just man him up, all right? He would just take him, similar to when he's in the backfield on the other side. He would just stay with him. So, and everything else, everybody else would just play their normal rules. If he was to swing out, then he would automatically know I have to become a wall player. So that's basically the basic rule. I don't know why that can't be put in the game, but it's not. So just know that. Don't get caught out there in a position where, you know, you get beat because you don't know about those two situations that are in the game. All right, the first one is more dangerous. Number 4, in that quads formation, nobody's covering him. So make sure you either cover him or you go play another defense. All right, go play a different coverage. That's it, guys. That's it for this series. Next series I'll probably do is 3 seam or cover 6. We'll see. All right, let me know what you think. Talk to y'all later.